Baltimore, though, is doubling down in its efforts to create safer streets for us. And tonight there's a hearing on Baltimore Complete Streets bill. This is aimed at making roadways a little safer.
WMR2 News' Skylar Henry live downtown in Baltimore. So, Skylar, can you tell us what these complete streets would look like?
Yeah, Kelly, and to be honest with you, it looks something like the street that we're standing at. That hearing started about an hour ago. This isn't a one-plan-fits-all type of bill, but as I said, this is kind of what it would look like here, where cars are able to come down the road, bikes would be able to come down the road, and also people would be able to walk down the road safely. This is Maryland and West 23rd Street here in North Baltimore. And I spoke with Councilman Ryan Dorsey, who says that he wants to create roads that make sense and make it safer for everyone who has to use them.
Getting around in Baltimore can be tricky. No matter the mode, throughout the day, people are bustling by to get where they're going. A challenge at times, says Liz Cornish, the executive director of Bike More.
We haven't seen the gains in ridership. We haven't seen the increases in pedestrian safety and the reduction in injury and fatality that other cities that are moving along with these improvements have seen.
Liz is backing up Baltimore City Councilman Ryan Dorsey with an effort to make these streets safer. Baltimore Complete Streets is a concept that'll aim to prioritize safety for people using the street. Those who walk, those who bike, and those who drive.
So this is about changing the way that we think about street design to prioritize our most vulnerable road users first. And what that will ultimately result in is people having more transportation choices about how they access different parts of the city.
City data shows 33% of people in Baltimore don't have access to a car, so they either walk or take public transportation. In the last few years, Baltimore has a crash rate that's 370% higher than the statewide rate, and a fatality rate that's 40% higher than New York City.
It puts us in league with Los Angeles, one of the most notoriously car-oriented, car-centric places on the planet. So our crash and fatality rate is comparable to theirs, which is insane.
Councilman Dorsey says the plan should not only make streets safer, but give people more options in terms of transportation, whether it's 4 wheels or 2.
We're 100 years from the advent of the automobile. You'd think that we had learned how to safely coexist man and machine by now.
Liz says while passing this new bill would change how the city approaches building or upgrading new roads, it's about making sure those who use them effectively.
So it's context specific. It's never one treatment over another, but it is about changing the way that we design our streets so that ultimately the people who live in Baltimore City are best served by our largest asset, which is the streets that we own and operate.
And as of right on cue, we have a biker here coming down the road right now talking about exactly what we want to see here. Safe roads for people here in the city. Now, that hearing is supposed to wrap up tonight at 8 o'clock. From there, there will be several work sessions to kind of straighten this bill out. And if there are any amendments as for people wanting to change the bill, that can be done during that time. The bottom line, Councilman Dorsey says that he just wants to introduce something that will actually get done. Reporting live here in North Baltimore, I'm Skylar Henry, WMAR 2 News.